The Virgin stands out in a sea of majestic light, and on a throne of clouds. From her shoulders fall a royal mantle, which gracefully drapes her person. Her head is crowned with stars, and a diadem proclaims her as Queen of heaven and earth. In her right hand she holds the scepter, which is the symbol of her power, as if interpreting her words uttered in the house of Saint Elizabeth. Fecit mihi magna, qui potens est. He who is mighty has done great things to me. In her left hand she holds the child, who is also crowned and has his arms extended, offering as it were his graces and his mercy to those who have recourse to his august mother. Behind her, one catches a glimpse of heaven, with choirs of graceful little angels who offer homage to their queen. Although the Virgin Most Holy has shown herself at all times the help of Christians in all the necessities of life, nevertheless, it seems she desired her power to be felt particularly when the Church was attacked on the truths of faith and by hostile armies. We recount a few of these more glorious events that all agree and confirm the testimony of sacred scriptures. Thou art like the Tower of David, which is built with bulwarks. 1,000 bucklers hung upon it, and all the armor of valiant men.
Yes, that's very important. Yeah, because in the plan of God, Mary has a very important place. And so it's more and more obvious that the devotion to Our Lady is an essential characteristic of Catholic faith. And there are many aspects of this devotion, but we have as an inheritance from Don Bosco, devotion to Mary, help of Christians. Now, the title help of Christians historically means Our Lady who protects the Church. Not simply help of Christians, but of the Christian community, that means of the Church in the history. So from the danger of Islam at the time, the Lepanto and Vienna, and then when the Pope was prisoner of Napoleon, etc. So this history shows us that whenever the Church is in danger, we must invoke the help of Our Lady. That's what in mind of Don Bosco.
Maria Auxilium Christianorum is quite distinct from all the other titles of Our Blessed Lady, because it gives prominence to a special form of mediation, the most characteristic, the most evident, and the most powerful mediation which our Heavenly Mother exercises for the benefit of the Catholic Church and for the Pope, its visible head, in times of crises and of special difficulty, when the enemies of the Church make desperate efforts to destroy it and overcome its supreme pontiff, the Pope. The actual wording of the title Auxilium Christianorum is based on the historical event to which it owes its origin and to the liturgical cults of which it is the object. To St. John Bosco fell the task of bringing home to the faithful the title Auxilium Christianorum, the help of Christians. He calls this title as that special title which so become Mary, as a diamond gleaming from her rich vesture. He was the apostle of the devotion to Mary, help of Christians, which he proclaimed as the bulwark against the enemies of the Church and of the Pope in the 19th century. This he did at the time when Blessed Pope Pius IX was obliged to flee to Gaeta in order to escape from the snares of the enemies. St. John Bosco saw in the exile a repetition of Pius VII's banishments to Savona and Fontainebleau. And just as that event gave origin to the devotion to Mary, help of Christians in the Church's liturgy, so for the same motives, in the face of dangers, which then menaced the Church and the papacy, St. John Bosco decided to dedicate himself to the cultus of Mary, aid of Christendom.